I'm sure many people have thought about making that cut so they have access to the truss rod without having to pull the neck off. It was actually John Till of Janis Joplin fame that got me to do that to a Strat quite a few years ago. I'm sure you recognize this plate. This is the plate for the bridge slotting jig. I've always been big on having one tool that is good for multiple jobs. This is the Bosch Colt router plate that's used for the bridge slotting jig, and I use that to center the bit before I made this cut. So like the TechDeck, there are multiple uses that I use this plate for. I've used it for deepening existing pickup cavities, making new pickup cavities following a tracer plate, and this is just one more job that I've done with this bridge slotting jig. Now, of course, the main thing I do with the bridge slotting jig is to slot the bridges. I just wanted to point that out because that's really the thrust behind the TechDeck workstations as well. I would rather have one tool that does hundreds of tasks than buy 100 tools that each do one task. Just wanted to show you that before I pull it apart. Of course, I had a hockey puck in there to support the plate before I made the cut. So these were the two pieces of hockey puck I used to support the plate while I made that cut. On with the rest of the job. As always, I'll kind of start with my 10-inch straight edge and just kind of check the neck in thirds. Middle third, top third, and upper third. Here's the 6-inch. Yeah, I've got that truss rod. It's pretty well loaded to the max. It's not a bad thing. There's lots of room to back it off. The neck is super straight right now, and it's ready to be dressed. This guitar has been played big time with the wear in there. Thank goodness they're not vintage frets, because with that much wear you'd be close to a refret. Yeah, they're pretty square on top. This guitar has been well played. Okay, we've got the neck dead straight. We're going to just breeze over it very lightly with the mill file. You can tell by the lack of bite on the file that this neck is about as straight as you could possibly get it. You got a brand new wheel on the die grinder here. This is a newer die grinder. The one I'd been using for like 35 years finally gave up the ghost. There's no speed control on this, so what I did was I put a loop of tubing, and that is my speed control. Okay, let's load her up. up a little bit. Frets have been leveled, recrowned, polished, edge dressed. Our compensated nut is roughed in. We'll finish this up in the morning. Mission complete on Michael's Strat as well. He owns both these guitars, the 339 and this Strat. That's the compensated nut for 9 to 46. We now have access to the truss rod to adjust it, although shouldn't need any adjusting for quite a while. And at a glance, you'd never know what was under the hood of that pickguard. It's time to play. Bye.